Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is game number 3 of 4, Strongholds HCS on the rig. This is Inconceivable versus KCP. It's from the Halo 5 30k Sentinels send-off competition that we had last Sunday. At the start of this game, we're going to be with Soul Snipe. He's going to be pushing forward to jump up, grab that railgun, and die. The blue team's going to actually start off with 3 dead here before Manny's able to pick up the kill on Sab. You're going to be able to jump on board now and see that Falcated and Booboodoobo are in the position to be capturing both top nest and basement. Falcated's in a position there that lets him see over to Tower 2, be able to put some damage down when he can. You can now play his life, be sneaky here, try and get the quick first shots on anyone that comes around the corner there. Unfortunately, his teammate dies, so he needs to push in here, pick up that scatter shot, get a kill, and then start putting some damage on over to Tower 2 here. He's unfortunately taken out, and we're going to wait to jump on board with Mr. Soul Snipe. Now, Soul Snipe has a fantastic game in this competition. I'm pretty sure that he ends up with about 27 kills, and his objective efficiency is insane. This guy's around the map, he's listening to call-outs, he's jumping in objectives when he can, he's putting the damage on when he can, and it's going to be absolutely awesome to watch what he does this game. He's unfortunately taken out there, putting himself in a little bit of a hard position to kind of do anything, but straight off the spawn he's able to jump into basement. A little bit of lag on his screen there, but he's able to jump in to start capturing basement, jump up and try and start getting control of the map. He's come face to face with a player with scattershot, backs out of that wisely before he comes back up here to do the exact same thing, push through and start getting control of white corner. He takes out the player with the scattershot and dies in the back, unfortunately. One of the really important things that you're going to see teams at a high level doing in Strongholds games is making sure that they cycle between getting picks, capturing an objective, gaining map control, getting picks, and then capturing objectives again, which you can see is what they're doing now. Captured basement here, proceed to get the longest double kill I've ever seen, gain control of the inside of the map, have control of nest, and start trying to pick off the spawners that have spawned over here, down on BR base. Unfortunately, both of Soul Snipe's teammates get taken out there, but he's able to pick up one and put a little bit of damage onto the second guy, kind of hovering around here. Gets coordinated, and then coordinates himself, turns that around and gets the reversal on Sab. We love seeing those plays, reminds me of the Halo 3 days. He's then able to help his team to pick up that camouflage, put a little bit more damage on, and get into the right position to be trying to stop these guys from getting basement while they capture BR base. Turns around, gets backsmack on Invis, and that's the killing spree. And he puts some really terrific damage down on the guy who's in Tower 1 before getting taken out. But having a look at what Sab's doing over here now, he's playing his life, he's being distracting, he managed to get the pick off there, and he manages to defend nest and capture it at the same time. Even though that blue team's able to keep control of basement, it means that they're still in a scoring position. Until Soul Snipe comes through with the double kill. They got 2 down. He's already got a teammate in here that started the capture on Nest, who's going to push over to try and help him. Gets the unfortunate whoopsie-doopsie grenade onto the wall there before taking out Sab, getting the capture onto Nest, and then looking for the remaining players that he knows on this side of the map. Takes out Booboodoobo, starts trying to figure out where the rest of the team is. Bound gets those perfect shots on him and takes him out. Bound and Sab are then going to push their way over to basement here and start trying to get some control of the map again. Sab gets into a fight, they manage to trade off that kill there before Bound plays his life to come back and fight another day. He pushes over here to start getting some map control and getting a little bit more information for his team. What I'm not sure about is normally that's a little bit out of Bound's characteristic and play style. He's usually playing so fast that I would have expected him to start thinking about how he could have gotten that objective back in basement. And because of that, he gets taken down. We'll switch over to Booboodoobo, who's got the scatter shot again. Looking a little bit lost with it for a bit there before he jumps over here into starting to capture basement. Again, starts getting shot at, so decides it's better to play his life. Swings around, boom, with the scatter shot. Jumps back down into basement. He's playing his life, he's getting kills, he's capturing objectives, doing everything that you expect out of Booboodoobo. We drop a few kills there, and then Druck's trying to do his best to keep them out of basement. He's taken down, and Tulloch's throwing every nade that he's possibly got over at Short Haul while capturing BR base. Again, look at the reticle placement from some of these guys. They're looking into the future, where the players are going to be coming from, and making sure that they've got it as easy as possible for them to get the first shot. Soul Snipe has Invis, pushing around to this side of the map, being able to get that pick off there. He knows that both of his teammates are over there to be able to get the recap on Nest, and they've got BR base sorted, so he jumps down here to get basement. His teammate dies in front of him and he picks up the railgun. Now he can pretty much just sit here pretty, capture basement, and then start pushing over to help his team to recapture BR base. Having this amount of pressure on the red team makes it really effective for them to be able to start racking up points, because what are you going to do? You've got players down, you're stuck in one part of the map, you don't have an objective to play at, and you've got to be able to start making a decision on what to do. Soul Snipe, what he does there is actually underrated. He has 3 players that all need to look at him to kill him, and he manages to take one of them out, which means that, as you can see there, his 3 teammates are able to fly in, take out those 2 players, and regain control, which puts them into a triple cap where they can really start to bleed some points from the other team. If we jump on board with Bound here, he's starting to get into a little bit of a fight, decides to throw down the nade, unfortunately take his own shield off, and then he's going to jump off the map. Not entirely sure what that play was, but maybe he needed a strategic spawn somewhere else on the map. If we have a look at what Boobadooby is doing over here in bottom nest, he's playing his life. That little wraparound there allows him to get behind the blue player here, get the back smack onto Druck, jump up and help his teammates get that recov onto the nest position, which leaves them with 2 objectives and in a prime position to start racking up some points. Boobadooby plays his life. Look, this is fantastic. The reticle placement you can see from Boobadooby in that scenario just then is fantastic. He's looking for spawners. He turns around because he can hear and he's starting to get some information on where the spawners are going to come from. He's got his reticle in the right place straight away, realizes that they're not going to come around the corner, starts looking up the top of the map, puts his reticle in the right place to, as soon as the person jumps into it, put shots onto him, and then you see exactly what he was just doing there. Had his reticle lined up for the guy going into Whitehall, manages to put the damage on again. That's a really great example of why Boobadooby is such a fantastic player. He's played his life, he manages to pick up invis, get the double beatdown, and survive. So this life from Boobadooby is going to be a really great example of why they've been able to maintain those 2 bases and get the triple cap right now to start racking up some of those points. Tries to get those shots onto the Druck's back, manages to pick him off, helps his teammate here to take basement back, and can pretty much sit pretty. He's got a little bit of that invis left, so he can use it to gain more information again on the map, start pushing out, telling his team where everyone is, and just then he's able to see that they're all over the BR base side of the map and which direction they're coming into. Again, he can play his life to grab that information, see where they've managed to progress to, and then reconnect with his teammates. He knows there's someone over here in Nest, and unfortunately stops moving completely, doesn't use any cover, and engages with 2 people at once. So he gets taken out there, and unfortunately gives the blue team a really great opportunity to capture both Nest and BR base. Soul Snipe's in white corner now, which is a really great power position to have control of on the map, but it does mean that if you're not on top of the spawns, you can get caught up with nades and dying exactly like he just did. They were able to get the blue team, was able to get a triple cap there before having 2 of their objectives taken swiftly back because of some really dangerous picks from the red team. Soul Snipe's going to do his best to get in, cause some damage, and then start looking at picking up some objectives of his own. What he's doing over here is making sure that they can't get the spawners coming from Carbine, flying across and starting to pick up basement for absolutely free. He does a really good job there because he's able to put a stop on their plans to get basement, gives his teammates time to capture Nest, and now they have that triple cap again, which means that red team needs to make a decision on what they're going to play for and organize their lives. Soul Snipe, straight off the spawn, is back into Whitehall here, trying to gain control over the map and listen to his team's call-outs. He knows that he's got 1 person outside, he knows that he's got 1 person looking down the long haul here, and he can come over and just pick off the last few players. Gets in a little bit of a ring around the rosy here, but he's able to pick up the kill on Sab and progress back to the center of the map where he can start to put more damage on. Unfortunately, gets team shot there by Boobadooby and Sab, and he'll be put down again. Blue team still has the triple cap. They just lose the objective there, and then what happens? But they turn it. The red team starts scoring points at 99 to 81. Now, this is a really scary position to be in this type of game, because if you can't stop the bleeding at this late in the game, it's going to be really difficult for you to win. But Soul Snipe's able to drop down, grab the double kill, gain the objective efficiency there while his teammates picking up Nest, gets the overkill extermination, and secures the victory. What a fantastic Game 3 from these guys. If you enjoyed, please let me know in the comments. I'm going to be back tomorrow with Game 4.